What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the WPF. This is our D Division PR videos or video. We are accompanied by the league owner himself with Rissoux.
What's up?
We also have a couple mods in here, being John and YoPierre.
What up? What up?
Come on, boys.
All right. This one, a little bit more of the Easter egg is put into this one.
Boy.
So let's get into
Nobody is going to know what this fucking Easter egg is. I don't think anybody has a clue.
They have to get it off this one.
There's no way.
All right. Let's go with our first team.
so this is the seed number 16. This is the lowest ranking team that I put on here so far. So, John, what do you think about the team, dude?
I think that its bulkiest mon is Mimikyu because it's the only thing that can live a hit because of its disguise ability. That shows the zero bulk that this team has. You know, besides Mega Charizard X, if you put HP investment, maybe it lives like one Earthquake. What I gotta say about this team though is that you can't switch into this team. If you read it off wrong, someone sets up a Swords Dance, you got Scarf Kartana, Specs Porygon Z. In the end, something's taking big chip. Big damage.
I can definitely see this guy going like 50, 50, 500 this season because if you get the lead right, something's dying. If you get it wrong, someone on your team's dying.
Honestly, this team looks like a perfect mono choice lock team. You can choice any mon and possibly win a game.
Yeah, Pierre knows all about that shit.
100%, dude. Choice band brings 6 of them.
Fucking Specs Politoed. That's another one of those sets on the Never Let You Live Down.
Listen,
I'll tell you what though, it's a good thing that this guy's. Yeah, right. It's a good thing this team has 2 ghost types on it, because if he were to lead and the other guy has any sort of fighting type or something with fighting coverage, half his team just insta dies. He's got 2 4x weak to 4 mons. He's got 3 normal types, and then Kartana, which dies to Vacuum Wave.
Honestly, this team is also really weak to Pursuit.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah, could be.
Like, not even a Weavile wants to take a Pursuit.
It is weird too to just have a random Stoutland on the team with 0 like sand capacity.
And he
I
has
think we might be missing though. He could lead Sash Galvantula with webs and just kind of set up his team, not even choice lock them, and be able to kind of do some work.
Yep.
He has 2 Trick Roomers, but nothing to abuse the Trick Room, really.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen Bandit Smeargle, apparently.
You're a physical, like an Iron Ball Porygon Z?
I mean, yeah, shit. Why not?
Like me personally, Rizzo have seen this with Kartana. I love Kartana, and I love my Focus Sash Kartanas. Those are a tech.
Yeah, I've run that too last season.
With the speed boosting one, let me tell you.
The timid set, you go for a Swords Dance. Yeah, there's not much your opponent can do about it.
You could be 0 attack IVs and timid nature. You're still Okoing.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so that was the 16th seed. That was Twig's team. So we're gonna move on now to the 15th seeded. This is Kai Y's team. I forget his logo's name. It's so damn dark.
Columbus Keldios.
There you go, Columbus Keldios. Cool. What you think about it, Doctor?
Again, we had kind of had this in. I forget if it was C or B, but this Klefki being really the 2 fairies that aren't that bulky to me, and both being Prankster. Oh, he got Carbink too. Dude, what the hell?
Yeah, he got Carbink.
I totally forgot Carbink was a fairy. Just so many fairy types on this team that I don't feel like you'd ever want to bring more than one of these at the same time. And he just has a mishmash of a team. Like, I don't like Mega Bayonet on this team. T-Tar doesn't help the team in any way. I think he needs a trade for that Stoutland right there.
I think the 4x weak mons that he's got on his team, like there's too many of them and they don't synergize well. Where you've got like a 4x weak to steel, fighting, poison, ground. Like those really don't jive well because those are really common coverage moves that a lot of offensive mons will get. So like the prankster thing like might help kind of dissuade somebody from going for like fighting stab, but nothing else really on the team wants to take it when your psychic type is also steel.
Yeah. And I don't really see that big of an offensive presence. Like the most offensive mons, you know, they're going to bring Haxorus and Salazzle 9 times out of 10 matches.
Yeah, and those are both his Z users too. Are we supposed to talk about Z users, Riss, in this video?
We can, sure.
Yeah, his Z users are Slazzle and Haxorus, so that's probably his two biggest offensive threats right there.
Yeah. I mean, sure, you could also scarf Jirachi, but
yeah, Serene Grace or Jirachi will do some work too, or D-Dance T-Tar.
Just not a fan of the Mega Bayonet on this team.
Yeah.
I already have 2 Prankster Mons.
You don't need a third.
Unless you just really want Prankster Destiny Bond.
Yeah, maybe he just was looking for a budget Mega. I don't know.
I mean, I guess he had to. I just don't feel like he got the price value that he should have for drafting something like Mega Man.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Like, he got points back, but if it's me, I'd take the 60-point hit and draft something more powerful. I don't know, Mega Tyranitar, fucking Mega Lopunny, something like that.
Yeah. The more I look at this team, dude, he might be actually kind of hard to break. Like, if he brings, like, bulky Jirachi, bulky Rodon, Conal, Whimsicott, and Klefki, T-Tar in the sand, that's going to be tough to break, too.
Matter of fact, I know exactly what breaks this team. Twig's team. There you go.
Yeah.
Roll them together. Perfect.
Bisharp, just Swords Dance breaks the whole team.
Literally.
Stops all the pranksters.
Damn. All right, cool. Well, we fucking solved that. You're welcome, Kai Y, whenever you guys play. Or Twigs, whatever.
All right, let's move on to the Dallas Cobalions. Oh, Cobalion. Oh, that's never mind. Terrible name.
Man, don't shit on Cobalion.
Torment. Just call him Torment. There we go.
I like this dude's team. I don't know. He's got that offensive pressure that we've kind of been looking for, but it's a good mix. I think the trapping option with Gotharita is really interesting. I don't like his 2 weak to ice type Mons. I feel like that doesn't balance out with the 4 times weak Mon and Heatran.
Oh, it forces people to pick a hidden power, I guess. I've done that before. That actually is a good tactic to run.
But how many Mons get Earthquake? And you just run HP Ice anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Might have to get tricky with like Air Balloon or something on Heatran, but I really like his cores, Zygarde and Sylveon Heatran. You know, the DFS cores. People talk about the typing cores. I really like that. Mega Pinsir packs a punch. You're right, Riss. I like this team a lot too.
I like this team too, but I think, honestly, I can't wait to see what he does with Gotharita. Like, not even because just the mon it is. Like, I've used the Gotharita once, and I think it helps set up your breakers to win games with screens, even like attract, lowering attack with charm. As crazy as it sounds, that Gotharita might be able to help Mega Pinsir just clean up games.
He is extremely knockoff weak though, with like Gligar, Gotharita, and Frogadier.
That's what I was just thinking too.
Yeah, if he switches into a knockoff, that's bad news bears for sure.
Like you got your own dark type that resists that stab, but do you really want to pop the illusion on Zoroark to just absorb a knockoff?
Yeah, especially because Sylveon Gligar is only Pokemon with reliable recovery, as far as I can tell, right? Am I missing anything?
Yeah, no, you're not.
Pinsir might get roost or something.
I don't think so, actually.
I mean, unless you want to consider Wish.
Yeah, I mean, Wish it. Nah, I'm not. I don't count that.
It does not get roost.
Okay.
What kind of?
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Sylveon with Wish.
Breloom does get Synthesis though.
Wish.
Oh yeah, it does have that like Toxic Orb Poison Heal set too. So he's got options. It's just not the best options. I think, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. Frogadier will put in some work.
We don't have the best removal either, with just Gligar sitting there.
Yep.
That's also a good point, yeah.
Does Pinsir get Defog, or is it not a real flying type in that aspect either?
It's not a real flying type in that aspect.
All right, then. Cool. My hatred for Pinsir grows. And with that, we're going to move on to rank number 13. This is McD's team, or the Alaska Articuno.
McD's nuts! Oh, sorry.
He's been waiting 3 whole videos to say that stupid-ass joke.
I can't stand this team. I do not like this team.
What's wrong with this team?
What's wrong with this team?
Lay it out for it.
Yeah. Put it down.
Give me Heatran. I win.
Conkeldurr is right there.
Conkeldurr can, slow growth too, maybe.
I mean, he's got 2 grass types and 3 bugs, so I get like what you're saying with the fire type.
Yeah.
There's like no speed tiers. his fastest mon is Torn T, or
Yeah,
not Torn T,
Torn.
regular Tornadoes,
Regular Torn. Yeah.
Superior, and then the next fastest, besides Rabambi, because Rabambi is gonna die in one hit after getting its stuck. What's it called? Sticky webs? Yeah, sticky webs. His next fastest mon is Mega Scissor or Bullet Punch, just for priority. This mon's got.
Yeah,
This
that could be
team's
his
got
play though
no
too. You know,
speed.
Suicide Rabombi lead, try to get the webs out. That way, his speed tiers don't really matter.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
He's
just
also
not
got
a
Trick
fan of
Room
this team.
potential too, with the Lola Marowak, Conkeldurr,
yeah,
like Vigavolt too. Like those, that's a pretty decent. Like those 3 mons encompass a lot of the offensive pressure that you could be putting on under Trick Room with Slowbro.
and Sizzler and Conkeldurr both get priority too. So
the team's also really rocks weak.
He does have.
yeah.
You know,
Well, yeah, with 3
decent-
bugs, you're gonna be.
But I guess Sizzler is like one of the best defoggers though, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like the idea. If there's one good thing I want to say about this team is Tyrantrum under webs is terrifying.
Oh,
yeah, I
Tyrantrum
agree
is
with
just
that.
terrifying.
Yeah, I had Smash for days.
I love Tyrantrum.
Yeah.
Vikavolt too. You know, people underestimate how good Vikavolt is. You get an agility up, or if you have help with webs, like he packs a punch too.
Yeah, because how much base special attack does that have?
It's
Like
got the same base
140?
special attack as Thunderous. It's 145.
145. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that packs a punch.
All right.
So
Overall,
yeah.
good. Just weak to hazards.
Yeah, probably.
And anything with a Charmander is also a problem for this team.
Torchic.
That's it, man. Yep. Number 12,
The Rugby Registeals.
Blue.
Ooh, big blue.
Ooh. Looking at this team, I know you want to talk about it, John. I know you do.
Kyurem Black.
Your boy.
He said that way
Dude,
too
bro.
seductively.
I'm sorry. Rizzo knows my love for Kyurem Black.
Kyurem Black.
Kyurem Black, in
As
my
a room,
opinion,
dude. Here, we'll leave for a sec.
in my opinion, don't curse me out. In my opinion, is the best offensive mon in draft format. You
Yeah.
could run. In my opinion, you honestly you could run a modest, like as crazy as or a timid Kyurem Black with 0 attack and probably still Oko mons with your physical attacking moves. That's how strong this thing is. Like what base 170 physical attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get me started on Z Free Shock with Sub-Zero Slammer. That's a nuke on anything.
For sure, man. Not even that. Like his coverage moves are pretty good. You can run Z anything, really. You run Z
And-
Outrage, you know, Z Bolt Strike, like whatever.
You can even run a support one with Roost. I've done it.
Yep. Yep.
Sub Roost
No, for sure
Toxic
it's good.
Stalin.
I do like too how he started to kind of form he constructed his draft kind of around Kyurem Black, where he's got like a solid ground resist. He's got a 4 times weak like ground mon and Magnezone or whatever, but like Mach Punch priority. Like he's got 2 Intimidators, he's got a Ghost Type.
He's got 2 Magic Bounce mons too, which I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of. I love Magic Bounce.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I dig it.
I also like Jellison as you switch in on a mon that could possibly nuke something with a big hit. Curse Body. Can't use that move anymore. Curse Body is such like a huge ability. It could just like change the way the direction goes. Because say if a mon like has a move that you don't want them to click, say if like Muse going for Swords Dance, is that headbutts you got on poison types. Curse Body can't use that headbutt anymore.
Got really good cores too. Dragon Steel Fairy and then his Water Fire Grass is really bulky.
Yeah, the Water Fire Grass is what I was just looking at too. Like all 3 get recovery. They're all really bulky in kind of different ways too.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's got 3 Intimidators. Someone said 2 earlier.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot Arcanine got that.
So he's gonna have to watch out for Defiant users.
Yeah.
That's
Twigs with Bishop.
Yeah. The next team, Napoleon. Watch out, the goat.
And Thunders. All right, well, cool. We'll go ahead and transfer on over then. That was Blue's team. On to rank 11, this is Chef Zombies. Love that logo. I forget what it is. Something Fanfies.
Philadelphia Fanfies.
There you go. That.
All right, I'll start it off then, I guess. Everyone's just being quiet. It's a pretty slow team. Let's see, what's his fastest? I mean, Heliolisk is his fastest.
No, it's Thunderous.
Oh, Thunders is faster than Heliolisk?
It's like 111, I think.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah, I think he's
Basically
right.
the same.
Get it right.
I forget
That's
about
right.
it.
109 to 111. Oh, okay, basically the same. But he's doubling up on a lot of types here. Like double up on electric type, doubling up on dark types. I don't really like the synergy between all that.
I mean, I think he's fairly covered. I don't know.
Well, I think he's decently like fighting weak. Like yeah, Nidoking being a resist, but it's still not that great of a resist. And then you've got what Umbreon, Incineroar, Empoleon, Heliolisk, all weak to that.
Scafagragus though we could swap in.
It just makes it kind of predictable.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm a huge fan of Empoleon. I love Empoleon. I think he like that's gonna be the center of his team, and he just covers it really well. Like the fighting weakness, he covers with Scafagragus. The ground weakness, he covers with Thundurus. He can cover with Heliolisk and Gudra and Nidoking. So I mean, it's a really good team to support Empoleon in that regard.
He's got really good hazard setters too. Like there's a lot of mons on his team that are kind of hazard focused. He's only really got the one reliable defogger in Empoleon. Do you really want to run defog?
Yeah, I agree.
Like not really. So.
And what mons do you see that can set up? You could it's either Cell Smash, Crustle, or a Nasty Plot and Agility Thunderous. There's not much setup opportunity here either.
Yeah, you're right.
Bulk up Metachan.
Does Metachan get Power Punch?
I think so. No?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be surprised if one game we see like a bulk up or a Swords Dance Incineroar. I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, that's also possible too.
And you know what, John? I almost got you too with that shell smashing Crustle back in season 2, man. I was so damn close.
Yeah, luckily I had my Entei.
It's a threat, bro.
It can be for sure.
What do you mean? Like, how'd you? Would you miss a Rock Blast or something?
No, it was Scar's Entei.
Oh.
I was banned it before the battle started, and then I changed it before.
Because otherwise it went in. It was like Life Orb, Max Attack, Shell Smash.
Mm-hmm.
It had like X Scissor, Stone Edge, and something else.
My Venusaur lived it, so I wasn't really too concerned.
I mean, it was a roll, but anyway.
It was.
Moving along.
I'm gonna defend my boy Crustle until I die.
Crustle's my homie. It saved me in the season.
It's a good spike setter. On to Lucifer's team, number 10.
The Boston Bedoofs.
Yeah. Anytime I see Mega Aggron, I click like. I love that fucking.
Yeah, he's really good mon.
Never used it before. I wish I could.
I put your favorite low tier on here too.
Hey, Lilac Murder. That's my boy Murkrow. I love it.
All right.
Now this is a team. I'm sorry if I'm cutting anyone off.
I was gonna ask you to go, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. Shit. Don't mind if I do.
Talk.
5 rock weaknesses, stealth rocks, and how many viable removers? 2 with Swallow and Murkrow.
They're both flying type, yeah.
I think you're right, yeah.
And Rotom Heat with Defog, who's still weak to rocks. Come on, bro. Like, you set up rocks turn 1, that's guaranteed 25% every switch into one of those mons. Even Glalie, you can't even switch in if Lucifer decides to burn it. And
it sucks too because one of the things that I really prioritize on a Mega Aggron team, besides like bulky wish passing, which he has in Alamomola, is really good hazards. Really good hazard removal, because hazard stacking is one of those few viable options against Mega Aggron, because otherwise you die to like curse rock polish sets, or you just get outlasted. Yeah, especially with the grassy terrain coming from Bulu. If you can set up like spikes, stealth rock, and just whirlwind somebody out, that really kind of hinders his wish passing, Aggron setting up potential.
That's true. I think his coverage is pretty good though for Aggron with Alamola, Rotom, and Bulu.
Yeah, it is.
Obviously Magikarp can come in, doesn't care about rocks, and can set up on everything, so that's a huge threat right there too.
We all know about Reuniflip. It's a monster.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm using him this year for the first time, man. He is a freaking monster. Kill lead in A division right now. He's unreal. If you don't switch out immediately, Haze or Whirlwind on your team, you lose. Because if you let him get up 1 Calm Mind or 1 Acid Armor, man, and then you try to come in, you can't do enough damage. He can just stall you out.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Tell him about it, John.
I know.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us about that?
You don't go. I put the replay in the description.
Yeah, watch the replay. A division.
I'll smash that subscribe button if you do. Trust me.
I don't
Deal?
want to talk about it. You know what it was like. I felt so good about that battle too. Like I was like telling Riz, "Oh, this is gonna be a fun battle. I can't wait." And it's like, I'll just go fuck myself. That's pretty much what happened.
Bodied.
Like you can't tell me my stats weren't heat.
The Jolteon HP water set was pretty fire.
You know, I calced that. That would have I don't know what your Excadrill was, but that did like I think 80% to your Excadrill.
Yeah, dude. Not to get off topic from the PRs, but dude, I thought for sure. Why didn't you just HP water on my switch in? Why'd you Thunder?
I don't know.
The world will never know.
Yeah, dude. Once I saw that set, I was like, oh fuck, dude, I could have switched right into that. Amen.
I just didn't think you'd do it.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what, John? You mentioned a moment ago you think the Kieran Black is one of like the premier offensive threats in the format. I humbly disagree and say that Palmosity's team has the most decisively offensive mon in the format.
So you're talking about Megaladios or Zero?
No, fucking Quagsire.
Cough. What? Sorry.
Reggie
Yeah.
Gigas.
Man, no, Megaladios is such a huge threat.
Man, imagine mine actually worked.
Imagine. I like the team. I don't know.
Really good. This is my favorite team so far. I think speed tiers, everything's good. He's got huge offensive threat with setup potential. He's got some good bulky ones. Clefable, obviously, you know, unaware you can't set up on him. Quagsire takes hits. Avalugg is a physical wall. I really like this team a lot.
Like I've seen an Avalugg take 50% from a Continental Crush from a Terrakion. That's how you know.
Yeah, huge fat.
Go away. I don't know what Reggie Gigas does for this team though, other than come to a match and just kind of toxic stall something and then suck at it because it has no recovery.
It'll just be a meme, I think.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, probably.
We'll talk about memes here in a minute.
Oh, no.
One thing about this team I see is it's got a ground weakness, but it's also got 2 levitating mons and Decidueye.
Yeah.
I think the T spikes on the team will help wear down pretty well. Like, because you really have to decide whether you want to start breaking the setup or if you want to get rid of the toxic spikes. And so,
it's a really good shout. Yeah.
I'm just really a big fan of Entei and Cobalion. Those two are like 2 of my favorite mons, and they just work like they both got the same weakness, but you could run Double Dance Cobalion. You could run Choice Scarf or Bandit Entei. Yeah, I know Entei is usually like that mon you know what set's going to be. But I don't know if you guys ever knew this. Season 2 of WPF, I brought a Calm Minding Entei.
Yeah, it gets lava.
Savage.
Yeah.
And you know something too is that I really like, speaking of Calm Mind Entei, I do really like this team. Like if I'm prepping for this team, I'm terrified of the mixed attack. Like we're making that we're like, okay, so I got to find a way to prep for D-Dance and Calm Mind Latios. I got to prep for like Double Dance or Calm Mind Cobalion. Or it can be special. It can be physical. Quagsire can also be.
Even a Swords Dance Decidueye.
That's a thing.
Nasty
Swords Dance Sucker Punch. Does it get
nasty plot?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Shit.
And plus, Choice Scarf Mesprit is always going to pack heat. It's always going to do big damage.
Yeah, DC gets a nasty plot.
I mean, I don't know about all that. Yeah.
Mesprit's a great mon. Don't underestimate it.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. So that was Palmosity's team. So let's go ahead and transition over to number 8.
One of my favorite teams right now.
Carnage, man. Look at that Don fan. Look at that Reese's peanut butter cup.
It's so ugly.
Fuck you, ugly. I love that Don fan.
That Don fan's a monster.
I love Don fan, but the shiny's ugly.
Man. Yeah, go ahead and break down the team real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, John, you're up.
All right. Oh, man, I'm always up. Shit, let's do this. All right. So I see one mon on this team that makes me already love this team. I love Cell. It's one of the best Ultra Beasts, if not the best. And it's just like, I don't see much cleric on this team besides Comfy. Does Comfy get Wish?
No.
I guess he'll go though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, aromatherapy.
Okay. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
So there's not gonna be much that like could help Mons like get HP back besides Celestila's Leech Seed. I think Leech Seed is just a huge thing for draft battles. I abuse Leech Seed all the time. Because if I see my opponent doesn't have a grass type, Leech Seed, no matter what. And it's just able to tank hits. But the problem is, like, it's the only really thing that could take hits. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
Swampert can take 1 or 2. Electros can take 1 or 2. Hydreigon, if it's like Assault Vested or something, might take 1 or 2, but that's about it.
Mega Glade, depending on what kind of investments you run, can take 1 or 2.
Hopefully gets Leech Seed too, which is interesting.
Cephalon's dying in 1 hit. Sceptile's probably dying in 1 hit if you've got coverage for it.
Levani's dying in 1 hit, unless you're sashed.
Yeah. No, I agree with all that. I think he could use some special bulk, especially.
This team is very weak to Excadrill, I could tell, because Mold Breaker.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in my opinion, running Swampert, Weezing, and Celesteal, usually they're physically defensive. I know Celesteal's pretty fat, so special defense is pretty high too, but Hero doesn't have a lot for special defense, right?
Its best thing for special defense is probably Glade. And it's not even that good.
Assault Vest, Electros was probably his best option.
Yeah.
Is that thing? Is that pretty good? Okay.
But let me tell you, I think one of the most threatening Mons on this team, the third Mon, Comfy. Comfy is such a monster.
He is a monster.
With Triad, Calm Mind, Giga Drain, Dragon Kick, it does damage.
Yeah, if you call Mind up with a priority, like you said, Drain Kiss and Giga Drain, it wrecks against the right teams, man.
Like when I use Comfy, I don't even put max speed on it because I know I'm not going to need it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need any speed at all. Just put the bulk on it.
Oh, yeah. And then I always pop a Life Orb on it. Or even a Big Root to get more HP out of it.
One thing I will say is I really like the synergy between Hydreigon and Mega Glade. I think they complement each other really well. Hydreigon, dude, is one of my favorites, if not, the best pseudo legendary in my opinion. Versatile and such a good value at tier 2.
Yeah, I've never used a Hydreigon before. I always wanted to.
He's so good. And speaking of, that's his all Z user is Hydreigon. I mean, this thing gets like Z Belch for any fairy types, wrecks them. I mean, he gets like flash cannon, he gets like everything. Yeah, his coverage is unreal. He's so good with a Z. You can scarf him and run him as like a scout U-turner. Like he's a really good mon. He can run a bulky too and roost. Yeah, for sure.
One of the sets too that I'll mention with the Hydreigon that I really enjoy running personally is like a physical Hydreigon. Like people always they see Hydreigon and they think, oh, it's going to be a special attacking, Dark Pulse, whatever. But then you pop out like a Crunch, Outrage, Iron Tail, or really powerful U-turns. It's got like 105 base attack, so it's hurting really bad.
And with the Levitate, dude, he's so good in my opinion.
Yeah, but like I said, the Mold Breaker, it can really affect this team.
Yeah, Excadrill popping, Weezing, and Electros right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
And then being able to get good shit with. No, I wouldn't stay in if you're an Excadrill Hydreigon because that's just your death sentence. But
for sure, gotta give Weezing a shot for Toxic Spikes. That's good for this team too.
But Cephalon's still a problem too, though, because nothing wants to take a Mind Blow.
Yeah.
I don't really like his removal though, being Dawn
Fan, I think. Yeah, that's it. Does
Hydreigon and Comfy both get defog?
Yeah, but are you gonna really want to use a move slot on him?
I mean, yeah, if that's what you're trying to do with it, sure.
I think Stealing might get defog too, but it could be.
No, it doesn't.
If it got defog, I don't know where it would be on the tier list. Shit, it'd be OP as hell.
Bam.
All right, let's go ahead and move along to the Kingstown Keldios.
I'll grab a beer real quick. I'll be right back. You guys do this one.
So the mons on this team that aren't a meme, I really think work well together. So like we're not gonna talk about the unknown because it doesn't exist outside of the Gen 2 movie. I forget what that was called, but like Masquerade setting webs, screens from Electrode, and then ditto for any sort of counterplay. I really enjoy that he set up like Keldeo, Alakazam, Megalopunny, and Zygarde 10%. As huge offensive threats like that. They're being really supported very well, I think.
Yeah. And I like the synergy between Skarmory and Gastrodon as well. Because whatever attacks Gastrodon doesn't want to take, being grass type, you switch into Skarmory. if Skarmory doesn't want to take electric type moves, fire type moves, you go to Gastrodon. So those two work together very well.
Yeah,
What about you, Doctor?
Skarmory and Zygarde work well together too. Kind of the same deal. Ice type moves, Skarmory can eat those fairly well. Same thing with like Keldeo.
Yeah, Skarmory's really important for this team.
Yeah, it's huge.
He's also got great speed tiers: 135, 120, 115, 108, 95, 150 even. Jesus.
That's really good.
Who's 150? Megalop?
Electrode.
Electrode,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Keldeo. I love Keldeo.
Yeah,
I'm glad somebody does.
too.
I love Keldeo too.
I've never drafted it, and I have no desire to.
It's so good.
It's so good, man.
The only thing that I think that I would enjoy about Keldeo is a special type fighting move that isn't Focus Blast, because for some reason, like 3 mons get worse fear.
Secret Sword.
Yeah, Secret Sword's awesome.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Did you guys talk about his defense already?
No, not really.
I mean, what is there to talk about? It's Skarmory, Gastrodon, and even maybe an Assault Vest Roserade.
That's what I was gonna say. That's kind of Skarmory's like his physical wall, and Gastro's gonna have to be a special wall unless he runs Assault Vest on
Assault
Roserade.
Vest Roserade is a problem, though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Masquerain gets Intimidate. You guys are sleeping on it.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anybody who listens to the, I think it was the C Division rankings, or maybe the B ones, whichever we did last, I ripped Masquerain to shreds. I forget exactly what it was. I hate that fucking bug.
See, he's mainly like Ribombee, right? A lead for webs.
It's a
But
trash.
he's 80 base speed, so if you're not running Focus Sash, what are you doing?
That's what I mean. Just like lead it to lead webs, basically.
I mean, he gets Quiver Dance, which is cool, and that helps, but bug and flying,
It gets Icy Wind.
And I guess defensively, if something sets up on him, though, he could just throw in Ditto too, which is nice, you know.
Yep.
So.
And plus, you could always just drop a normal gen Electrode with Explosion. I've seen it happen. I've seen it change games.
Well, did he make that a Z user?
Dude, I never even thought about Z Explosion. That's freaking wild.
That's a tech.
It's a nuke and a half, dude.
I mean, it's not stab, but yeah.
It's not no free shock, but
Stars got replaced.
Yeah, Stars got replaced too. So we're talking about his dream, his draft post draft.
Who's at their team right now? I'm trying to find it.
Just Blue, it's your boy.
Okay, gotcha. Keldeo and Electrode, actually, yeah.
Oh my god, he can run Z Explosion. Wow.
That's the tech.
So
well, he better watch this then.
I mean, it's fast enough. You run Max Attack Adamant every match if you want. Set up screens and just nuke.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's how I would.
Yeah, the problem is just like Electro has no diversity whatsoever.
Yeah. Like you said, you got to paralyze stuff or explode.
Like the two jobs that you can give it, it does really well. Like if you want to use it as a screen setter, like there's not a faster dual screen setter out there that you slap Light Clay on, can run full bulk and still outspeed everything on the other guy's team.
And then switch out after.
And yeah, exactly.
This could even be a potential like Glade check with Z foul play.
Yeah, that's a thing.
All right.
Cool. On to the team that features Pierre's favorite fucking dynamic, Rain.
Oh yeah.
See, look at this. So Astro was smart enough that he drafted Tornadus Therian with Rain and not Sand.
Hey, dude, I have Tornadus, first of all, not Thunderous.
I'm from Oklahoma. You're going to tell me how to pronounce tornado?
I've run Hurricane once this season. Check out my sets. I haven't run it at all, dude. I don't even need Hurricane. Unless I'm fighting your Mega Venusaur, I don't need Hurricane. I can U-turn all day.
2 weeks in, he's like, look, bro, I've never used Hurricane.
Never once in my life.
No, dude. Risk gave me 16 on the power rankings because I picked a flying mon in the sand. Like I'm not going to use Hurricane on this thing, man. It synergizes so well with the rest of my team, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah. So let me talk about this rain. So Mega Swampert, beast. I love how he took the budget Polytoad over Pelipper. Actually love that. And I think Thunder and Styrian with Volt Absorb is so good on a rain team. He does have Tornadus too, though. You're right. Sorry, I didn't see that at first.
It's Tornadus,
and I think
but
Ferrothorn is Tornadus.
No, it's not Tornadus.
You guys are clowns. You haven't drank enough, clearly.
Yeah, no, you're right. Fucking obviously Ferrothorn is stable to any sort of rain team. It really works well. I do like the Armaldo as well as like a secondary Swift Swim user. It's super good. If you can manage to get up like a Home Claws or a Swords Dance. The sort of offensive kind of setup option that Swampert doesn't have outside of Power Up. It is really slow though. I think it's like 50 base speed, so you're not outspeeding like Scarf base 105.
Yeah. I don't like how the Darmanitan in the rain though. I mean, because he's a wall breaker with Flare Blitz, right? 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
That's gonna
not just Flare Blitz. He's just a wall breaker.
Yeah, but
yeah.
His other wall breaking moves are
his main stab.
Earthquake and Stone Edge, really. And so Earthquake is handled by Swampert, and Stone Edge would be handled by Armaldo. So hindering Darmanitan's Flare Blitzes really hurts it.
Yeah.
You know what, too, though? We're talking about coverage on Darmanitan. He's got really, so like, one of the, like, Darmanitan on this team functions as like a bulky grass breaker, which it still does with a U-turn. So, like,
yeah, the cover.
Like, yeah, so U-turn in the rain, it's not really going to matter because you're going to run it Choice Scarf 9 times out of 10 anyway. You go right back into Tornadus, and you have like a really good kind of Volt Turn core between Komala, Tornadus, Thunderous even, Silvally, of course. All of it's getting like your bigger threats in, sweeping the rain.
I think I would have liked Kabutops over Armaldo on this team. Gives it more speed. He doesn't
have a dark type, so I dig the bug stab to help with psychics.
See, if we're talking fossil mons, I personally would have said Omastar. That's free hazards and self smash right there.
That probably would have been a good pick too, yeah. And Rapid Spin. He doesn't have much removal either.
I remember.
Well, he's got Komala, Tornadus, Silvally, Thunderous.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, it's pretty good hazard removal then.
Yeah. I remember a couple of months ago I was in a league called PTL. And I had I forgot what I was talking about. What was I saying?
We don't know.
Some unleague you were in a while back.
You didn't tell us, dude.
I genuinely just forgot.
Go ahead and drink up, man. Drink up a little more. We'll move on to the next collection thought.
All right.
So on to the Singapore, what is it, Sarmies, I think?
Sligos. Or Sligo.
Sligo. Oh, I see it on the layout now, of course. I love this dude's team. Anybody who can make Charizard Y work is just a boss.
This is my favorite team.
Charizard Y.
We were talking about this, before we started the video. I think this is one of the top teams in the PRs in this division, in my opinion.
It's stupid bulky of a team.
Yeah,
really
for sure.
Hard to break
like,
through.
The bronze on Fortress is really good.
But it's offensive at the same time. Like
Speed tiers with Raichu, Crobat, Charizard. He's slow too, so you can't run Trick Room.
Well, I mean, you don't really want to mess. Oh, you're saying the team. I got you. Never mind.
Yeah, the other team can't run Trick Room against you. You know what I mean?
And Piloswine's a great mod, my stealth rocker.
Yeah, Piloswine's really good. I mean, he's got setup. He's got utility.
He's got fairly reliable defoggers. Like I love Florges with defog, Rapid Spin on Serena.
Crobat too.
Yeah,
Crobat's just so versatile, man. You run him, fast and offensive. You run him support. You run him utility. You run him nasty bat. It's just really good mon.
I also really dig Rampardos because I don't know what would be more of a Trick Room dissuader than Rampardos. Like shit, Iron Ball or whatever. Its attack is just so high that it's not going to matter. And the way Trick Room works is that you can't come in on Rampardos and set up Trick Room in its face because the way the Trick Room, like if Rampardos is slower than setting up Trick Room has negative priority. So it gets 2 attacks off for the price of Trick Room. What did you just do? Set up Trick Room for Rampardos. So
yeah. I know nothing that wants to take a head smash except Ferrothorn. But then it also gets Fire Punch.
It'd have to take 2 head smashes though. Like the Trick Room set.
I don't know if Mega Aggron takes 2.
Time to find out.
I'm sure it does.
Does Rampardos get superpower?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it does, yeah. All right, so
Yeah, I
his
like
Z
Garchomp.
users are Garchomp and Crobat, by the way, which is interesting. I've never seen Crobat, or I haven't really seen Crobat used as a Z user, so that's pretty cool.
I actually used Crobat as a Z user in my league. It worked out
You
very well
what
for me.
moves did you run on it? Just curious.
I'm sorry?
What?
Well, I run Nasty Battle a lot. And,
Giga Drain is solid, like Grassy and Z.
Yeah.
It hits mons you normally can't really hit that well.
It's
Mhm.
true.
And I had
Also
Fiery
great.
MZ on it to Oko Celesteela after I set up a Nasty Block.
Yep. Dark Pulse,
Alright.
Giga Drain, Heat Wave, Shadow Ball, even Sludge Bomb, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I run Poison Fang a lot on my Crobats because the 50% chance to toxic poison is huge.
Solid.
But you can also run a defensive Crobat
Yeah,
with
with
Toxic
Roost.
Defog, Roost, and Super Fang.
Oh man, so versatile.
Super Fang is one of those moves too, like Nature's Madness. It's really good in competitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Seismic Toss, but in my opinion, a little bit better because
Yeah.
bulky mons are just such an issue.
When you
Yeah,
can
nothing
break
can switch
through-
into it. You don't know if
You can break through a
Right.
really tough to break through steel type that you may not be able to, in theory. Because you can't toxic it. If you Will-O-Wisp it, it's not going to break it that well. But not anymore.
My
Yeah.
boy Salazzle begs to differ.
But then, the Super Fang knocking it down pretty good. Like Bronzong right here. Crobat without, nasty plot Heat Wave is not going to do much to Bronzong. But then you Super Fang it down halfway. Really good tech move.
Yep, definitely.
All right,
Oh.
time to the final four.
Awesome.
tough to be better than that one, dude. That was a really good team. We'll see.
So this is Zim's team.
I'm a big fan of Nim's team. Easily my favorite team.
We keep saying that as we go on though. Like number 5 is a favorite, and now it's number 4.
Yeah, for sure. You have to keep in mind that these are all going to get better as we go on, right? But
Ideally.
yeah, if you think it's the best team, hit us up. Let's hear it.
If I did my job right, that's how it works.
I guess you didn't do it right.
I like
Right.
the 16th team. That was the favorite one.
Yeah, no one can switch into it. It just Oko's everything.
Actually, I like the 17th team.
Oh,
You know what I
true.
dig about this team right now is the Alolan Persian. I think the parting shot, like knockoff support on this team, is fantastic. Because you can parting shot out into any of what I see is 4 really good kind of setup, like Landorus Therian, Victini, Latias. Really don't appreciate coming in on a -1 or -1 opponent, or they do appreciate it. I can't tell it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I feel like he could have got a better Trick Room abuser because he does have 3 here. Gorgeist gets Trick Room, right?
I think so.
So he's got
I know
3,
Romatisse knows.
Yeah, he's got 3 Trick Room users, but Snorlax really being the only abuser.
Yeah. I mean, your Toxapex isn't offensive enough to take advantage of it, and Togedemaru just kind of dies. Most things.
It's too fast.
It's interesting. He picked Snorlax as his all Z user. What am I missing?
I mean,
Stockpile?
attacking would be the pulverizing pancake, but Z Belly Drum I think is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he wouldn't lose any health. That's a good call.
He
Good
gets
shot.
Stockpile as well.
Ooh,
That's
man,
true.
yeah.
Yep.
Z, man, that's the tech. Honestly, is Z stockpile.
Noted for my Snorlax.
Oh god.
I ain't worried about it. Yeah.
I feel like the Latios and the Victini on the same team is a little weird to me. 2 psychic types, super offensive. Well, I guess Lottie's more set up, more bulky, but he's got the goat Landorus, though.
His team overall is just ridiculously bulky. Between Toxapex, Guys, Registeel, I don't know how you consistently kill all 3 of those.
Yeah, if he runs bulky Laddie with, like you said, the 3 that you just said with, offensive Victini and Landorus, that's going to be a tough team to break. And then anytime Lando or Victini come in, something's going to die probably.
I think he's got pretty good momentum users as well, between Victini, Landorus, Togedemaru,
Yeah,
and
Togepi.
the parting shot. You're constantly gonna have to be deciding, should I Earthquake, Ice Beam, U-turn on this, all kinds of crazy different things you're gonna have to do.
One other thing, his speed isn't the greatest, but with Registeel and Togi D, being able to Thunderwave stuff and really slow them down is going to be big too.
I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but I really like. I think you guys did mention it. It's just my favorite part about this team is the momentum. Just being, I listen. I was gone for a little bit. I had to lay down.
Nah, dude, you do you. You do you. Get your shot.
I had to lay down for a little bit, so I took off the headset. I just laid down for a second,
All right, we'll go for it, man.
No, you know what? You guys already did it.
No, go ahead. Hit the same point I hit like 3 minutes ago. Go for it.
You know what it was? No, I can't. I don't want to steal your thunder. I'm just
All right, well, how about this then? We'll go ahead and move on to the third seed team. This is Aaron's team. Go ahead and break down what you think you like about it, besides the Entei in the logo picture.
Yeah, the Rotom fan, clearly.
Obviously, I'm a big fan.
Fan of the fan.
I see what you did there. I like that.
Because my favorite defensive mon, Milotic, is disgusting. It could literally Flame Orb eat fucking hits from what you call it? I'm already drawing brain farts. I've had Milotic, Milotic, Flame Orb, and Marvel Scale. I've had it live 3 hits of a Tapu Koko with Wild Charge.
Yeah, man.
It's just the thing
One
is
thing
just
I like. Sorry, not to cut you off, dude. The one thing I like about this team is it's like I don't know, like a B tier of every good type. Like, fire, Manectric, good electric, Kyurem, good ice, Shaman, good grass, Steelix, good ground, Melodic, good water, Nihilego, good poison, Togekiss, good flying, Uxie, good psychic. They're not great types, but they're like solid Bs across the board. Like, he's got great type coverage.
Yes.
I do think so. The team is a little ground weak, but I think he does a good job of kind of combating that. So like he's got 2 flying types, levitating type.
Shaman,
one of the best grounders in the game, in my opinion, is Shaman. And then Milotic and Kyurem to obviously kill the ground type stab.
Yeah, he covers himself very well with all of his types.
He just kind of has terrible setup options. Like he has Infernape.
Yep.
And a nasty plot Togekiss, sure, but unless you're outspeeding a whole lot on their team, you'll probably get revenge killed.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's just hard. Sorry.
No, you go.
Alright, so I think it's just difficult with this team that it's only 2 removers are both weak to rocks as well. It's like a recurring thing between teams. Having flying types be their rockers or fires being their removers, you know what I mean? And it just takes extra damage to just switch in and get the hazards out of there.
I've used Togekiss before and not very well. And like you said, like taking damage because of rocks is very hard if it's your only defogger. So it's interesting to see how he plays around that. But other than that, it kind of reminds me of like a UU team. It's like solid, not great in anything, but it's like just solid. It's gonna be tough to prep for.
That's true. He has no OU mons.
Yeah.
There's also an incredible amount of mons that could be potentially scarfed.
Scarf Kyurem, Scarf Infernape, Scarf Togekiss, Scarf Nihilego.
Scarf Shaman.
Scarf Shaman, sure.
You never use a Scarf Shaman?
Speed, yeah, people sleep on offensive Shaman. It's
that's all I do. I always use offensive Shaman.
Scarf Steelix.
You go.
No. Let's not encourage that. Let's shut that down right now.
Scarf Steelix with Gyro Ball right now. All right. Let's go ahead and move into the number 2 spot, the Sydney Scythers. Oof, another
Look at that
picture.
horrible sprite. Why is Ambipom wearing a tutu right now?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Pink Scyther being horrible.
I mean, it's a green Scyther, but, that's fine if you're colorblind, I guess.
No, there's pink in there.
Okay. Anyway, so Thor's team. I like the U-turning on it. I really dig like Volt Switch U-turn on Coco, Scizor, Ambipom, Mienshao. I really feel like between those 4, like he's gonna have momentum for days.
Yeah.
Would anybody else like to comment on the team?
Oh, like the whole sound went out for a minute there, so I heard you say momentum, and that was it.
He's got a lot of U-turns. Take it.
Awkward silence, yeah.
I think he's got a very good combination of bulky Pokemon too, like Seismitoad, Porygon, Go-Goat, and Gyarados. Here recently, I've been turned around on very bulky Gyarados. It was like Sub, Scald, Toxic. I forget what the fourth move was.
On Gyarados?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was extreme.
I've ran bulky Gyarados before with like Intimidate, Rocky Helmet, and it works relatively well. If the fighting type you're trying to counter doesn't have Thunder Punch.
Yeah, like that's one of those mons that no one ever imagines it being bulky. They just think it's gonna Dragon Dance, Z bounce them, or something like that.
Right, like Mega Sableye, right? Like who thinks of that as being bulky?
Never.
Oh man.
What else here?
Do you see anything you like, Pierre?
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the last team we just looked at. I mean, it's solid across the board. Like obviously, Coco I think is the best mon in draft league format. One of the best mons, top 5 for sure. It's got that, but then other than that, like Caesar, Porygon, Mega Sableye, Latios are all just solid mons across the board. Seismitoad's great utility. AV Mienshao is a thing. I don't know. Is Defogger obviously Caesar?
I mean, he's got 3 defoggers. Really, only Scizor wants to run it. He's got 2
Right.
Stockers, and that's
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's banking on with Mega Sableye being able to reflect back hazards from the other guy.
He might have to run like fake out Mega Sableye turn 1 just so he can guarantee block him back later in the game.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, if that becomes predictable, like after you do that a few weeks.
Well, I mean, a lot of times people's strategies when they're fighting Mega Sableye is turn 1 lead their hazards, put him up if he's not out there, so that because a lot of times people with Mega Sableye they don't prepare defogger or rapid spinners because they just imagine they're gonna bounce it back, and so turn 1 you put up rocks or sticky webs.
Now they're there.
They're up there for the rest of the game because they didn't bring defog.
No, I agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I think this guy might be missing a little bit of bulk. I know Porygon and Seismitoad are bulky, but there's only reliable recovery. Caesar too, I guess.
Coco's
Go
sitting right there,
milk.
man.
Yeah.
Coco
Yeah,
gets
that's true.
roost. Sableye gets recovered.
Coco's just so good. Yeah, he's so
Latios.
versatile. I guess based on how he wants to set up, Coco can pretty much do whatever he wants.
Do not sleep on Go-Goat. Bulk up milk drink.
Leech Seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
It's also a thing too where its hidden ability, Grassy Pelt, it can set the grassy terrain for itself and double its defense, which also adds to its longevity.
That's actually pretty sick. I did not know that.
Right. Yeah. So I've ran terrain extender on Go-Go before, and it worked really, really well. Because if you run it with like max HP, a lot of special defense, and you set up your own grassy terrain, even if you've got leftovers or terrain extender, like you're getting all that health back, and you're bulky as shit in the meantime.
That's true. One interesting thing is that his all Z's are his Gyarados.
I'm a
Gyarados.
big fan of that.
know what he's doing. Z Tailwind, maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the set real quick just to see what it would get. Like, what does Z Dragon Dance do? Anything?
Resets
I think-
your lowered stats.
Yeah.
I think Latios would have been way better because it gets heal block. And Z
Yeah.
heal block is amazing. Like, you come in on a thing like Chansey or Toxapex or something along those lines, you Z heal block, and then you just Psyshock through the whole team.
I guess he could be trying to go for like Z Rain Dance, but doesn't Dragon Dance kind of do the same thing?
Yeah, it definitely is better.
If he wants to be like a special Gyarados. Z
Maybe.
The tech. It is one of those Gen 1 mons that gets like dumb coverage though. I think it gets like Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, or stuff like that.
I think it gets
Hydro
Thunder.
Pump.
It gets Thunder and I think
Does,
Hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah, that's right.
It gets Thunder and Hurricane, and it's special. Oh god, its special attack's terrible. Never mind.
Yep. I got enough beef with Dragonite getting access to Hurricane,
Mm-hmm.
It
not
doesn't-
Zapdos, so I'm gonna leave Gyarados alone right now.
Fair enough.
All right, go into that #1 spot, the Arizona Swallows.
Best team in D Division. Well,
I
on paper.
really like the team on face value. I really think it's got a lot of offensive pressure and it kind of minimizes its defensive. It's weird to have two ice types on like the highest seeded team. I feel like the Articuno kind of works well with it, kind of in tandem, especially with the like snow warning on Auroras, and then I think Articuno gets ice body.
Yeah.
So that's going to help with the like the PP stalling.
Especially when either ice type is the goat Beartick. I mean, come on, man. You gotta have if you're gonna have two ice types, go throw Beartick on there, man. What was he thinking?
I don't think anybody drafted Beartick in D Division. They know what's up.
Drafted, I know. The Rain Team dude can get him. I forget who.
Astra.
Yeah, that's about right.
Normally I'd say this team is incredibly weak to rocks, but then there's Delmize, Mew, Claydol, Tomini.
It definitely covers it decently well.
Said on the last guy's team, you know, Coco being top 3 or 4 are up there as well. So I mean, it's no coincidence that those two Mons are on the top 2 teams. Mew can do any role on the team.
And I'm gonna assume Mew is the all Z user.
Yeah,
double check real quick.
I like how he has a grounded poison because like people bring toxic spikes for Tapu Fini all the time because that's just the easiest way to deal with Tapu Fini.
True.
So a grounded poison type will help Tapu Fini out a whole lot.
That's very true. So on the doc, Riss, I don't know if this is a mistake or whatever, but Aura does actually not have any Z users. I don't know if that's a typo or someone forgot to update.
Aura actually never posted them. That I remember.
Okay.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, we'll figure that out here in a second.
Did he use a Z move week 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to go back and look at that here in a second. Matter of fact, John, get on your job, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Mr. D Division moderator.
Listen, I don't even know where.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I really dig his offensive pressure too. Mew is one of those mons that it is what you make it. Like it's the most diverse mon in the format, learning every teachable move or whatever. So like you can be bland and run it like bulky with Roost, Will-O-Wisp, like Shadow Ball, Super Fang, like most weeks. You just press the easy button and do that, or you can get creative and run some heat sets that your opponent just can't prep for because there's so many things that it can do.
Right. Yeah, special or physical or whatever, bulky, you know, especially defensive, regular defensive, it can do anything.
So unfortunately, I can't take a look at the Z users because he got 6-0'd.
Rip.
Oh man.
Dude, the number 1 seed's getting ripped. Oh man. Brutal.
It seems like that's been the case these first 2 weeks. Is the guys who are higher ranked aren't doing so hot, and the dudes who are 16th they're pulling through.
No, that's not true. I'm 13. I'm doing terrible. You're false. Okay.
I'm glad I was accurate with one person then.
Yeah, just me. I'll take it. Thanks, Rick.
It was weird. So I think I'm 12th in mine, and I played week 1 13th, and I play number 11 in week 2.
Yeah, man, it's by design. No, it's but...
like the Haluka on the Fini set.
The what?
There's an H in there, man. Halucha.
Haluka, dude.
I love his Helmies.
You know, I do really prefer Halucha in either Misty or Psychic terrain because their seed actually gives a special defense boost. I feel like if you got like something that can get like a Thunderbolt or something off on it, like that's an easier way to counter Halucha than coming at it with like a Wild Charge or Icicle Crash or something like that. So that if you have that special defense boost as opposed to a physical boost, like you can run bulk upsets more easily once you've got that boost. And you don't have to worry as much about a Thunderbolt coming at you or a Psychic.
Yeah. One thing I guess, I don't know, maybe you guys might have a different opinion, but his speed isn't really the greatest other than Beedrill and Haluka. And if he runs offensive
My God, it's Halucha.
Dude, chill out.
I'm not a fan of the Manectric, really.
Manectric?
I like
it serves a role, like it's a lightning rod, but that's really it.
I like budget electric types, but I do not like Manectric.
Well, according to the information I just found, Z users are all Z Mew attack Z Auroras.
Don't sleep on Aurorus, man.
I personally think that's dumb. I'm just flat out say dumb.
Yeah, like
I would have personally done Magmortar.
or at least Articuno if you just really had to have your ice type.
No, I think both mons are just dumb.
Or
I'm sorry I'm bashing. I just think it's dumb.
It's weird too, looking at his team on the dock. So he's got 140 points left that he could be spending. So like the
Really?
Articuno and Aurorus, they could both be tier 3s, I think. if I'm doing
Not
it
dumb.
right.
Dude, he just flexed on a league like that, gonna take the #1 spot in the PRs and have 140 points on the board.
well,
And get swept by Scizor.
yeah,
That's
get
right,
swept
D-League.
week 1.
Fair play then. All right, D-League doing its job. Well done.
It happens to the best of us, yeah.
I mean, I can't be mad because I got swept by Reuniclus. Reuniclus? Well, okay.
Oh god.
Reuniclus. How do you guys say the water Pokemon on Aaron's team?
That's a Milotic.
Milotic.
Milotic, you crackheads.
Ugh.
Elitic.
One of those
weirdos.
guys.
You
All right,
fucking
all right.
weirdos. Jesus
How do you-
Christ.
How do you say the cover legendary on the Emerald game?
Rayquaza.
It's Rayquaza.
Yeah, I say
Says
Rayquaza,
who?
actually. That's embarrassing that you agree with me. Weird.
Hey guys, how do you say end of the video?
Oh.
We did that shit.
If any of you guys in the audience have identified what you think the Easter egg in these 4 videos is, let us know down below in the comments. I don't think anybody will. That's going to be my guess because I wouldn't have known if he
I
didn't
agree
tell
with
me.
you.
I don't even
Yeah.
know.
This was the biggest video that had it full of it. It was everywhere.
Everywhere.
Was it something that you were saying or what? 'Cause,
I'll
I mean,
tell
guys
you
really
after
want to know about it.
I'll tell you after the video.
Okay, fair play.
All right.
Yeah, my nigga, I don't even know. I didn't even know there was an Easter egg. 'Cause I thought that shit was. I
He's
thought
like,
that
we're
shit was in April.
He's like, we're doing PRs. What?
we were looking for something crazy.
Anyway, should we do like who we think's the best team after all this, or what?
Mid.
Team 2.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'd like Nim's team actually.
I don't know. I think maybe Thor for me. Number 2.
Okay, number 2. Yeah. It's gonna depend on how well he can play with Mega Sableye, I think.
Yeah, that's a hard one to play with.
Right. Yeah. If he can, kill it, then I agree he'll be top. But if he can't, then he might have some issues.
All right. We will see you guys very shortly. At this point, it'll be week 2 for some of you, or maybe even week 3 if this doesn't go up tomorrow. But we'll try and get it done.
Whatever. We'll be better about it next season. I won't take 4 whole days to do my PRs. It'll be just a real quick whatever, and we'll go on from there.
Wait,
Yeah,
we're
or-
recording?
Oh my god.
Bless.
Spoiler alert.
I will be having all of my battles on the channel, and we also we'll probably have something at the end of the season, but we'll keep that under wraps for you guys for now. So that's going to be it for this video. Peace out, guys.
Alrighty, guys. Later.
Bye.
Bye.